Hello, everybody. I'm here for a little bit before I go get the chillins. Let me just get my YouTube side set up. Let me just get over there. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to get my stuff situated here. I wonder what everybody's doing today. Hey, Sandra Moody. I got home about an hour ago from my appointments. I had a couple doctor's appointments, my yearly physicals and stuff and my follow-ups. And then I just sat down and went through all my seeds. You see my seed boxes right there? It is so windy. Hey, sassy cat. It is extremely cold and windy here. I can't see. But I went through all my seeds. I really want to get another one of these. These things are awesome because some of them, like my tomatoes, I have one little container in there that has the small cherry ones and then the bigger, and then another container for the bigger ones. Hey, Alley Cat. And I have my heirlooms mixed in too. And it's driving me crazy to go through my seeds for my tomatoes and have to go through my determinants and my indeterminants and my heirlooms and my non-heirlooms because they're all in the same container. I mean, it's not much work, but so I'm trying to come up with a better way. I have some extra empty ones in there. The containers, the little, let me see. Yeah, see, this one has some empty ones that I haven't used yet. Like the peas, I have like 2 or 3 of them used because the peas and the corn are big seeds, so you can't squeeze them because they'll break. Hey, Be Charming. Crazy Irish. I got those seed containers at Staples. No, Michael's. Sorry, Michael's. They were on sale for like $14 a piece. 12 to 14. I should, and I did. They have clear and then they have the colored ones. And I chose the colored ones because I knew I was using them for seeds. And I wanted the containers dark to keep the light out. You want to keep your seeds in a cool, dark place. Hey, Be Charming. I did 2 doctor's appointments and then I went to the grocery store in between because one was at 8:15. And then I got out and I was like 9 o'clock and then the second appointment was at 11. So I went to the grocery store that was by there, which was Shaw's, and picked up lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, pasta. They had like no pasta. Their shelves used to be all the way down the aisle of pasta. And now it was like literally this wide and just some spaghetti and a couple penne boxes. That was it. So I grabbed some of I got some cavatappi ones because Sierra likes those. I'm going for the cuts now. I got some boxes of spaghetti thin, but I'm going more for the cuts because when I can find them. Because I have number 10 cans from LDS Cannery of the spaghetti bites, which are little spaghettis just cut into small pieces. I have tons of cans of those. So I want to go more for the pasta cuts that you like the penne. And I also have cans of the elbows from them too. So I'm good there, but I want to get the rotini and the penne and like the curly noodles and things like that when I can find them. We're twins today. I got my yeah, I'm getting fatter, Crazy Irish. It's the only thing that's fitting because I gained more weight. It's those naps. It's eating my breakfast and then taking a nap. It's not good. Hey, Dawn Light. She's like, when you get the feeling like you want to take a nap, go outside for a walk. I'm like, you live in New England just like me. Hello. You think I'm going to go out there and trudge around in the snow? Not happening. And like today, it's so windy. Wow. Are they in like the beading section of Michael's? I don't remember, to be honest with you, Alley Cat. I just saw them for sale on the website. Oh, I ordered them. That's what it was. I ordered them. And one of the emails or circulars that came up in my email, like the thing, I just saw them right there. And I had seen other YouTubers do it. So when I saw them on sale, I grabbed them. Hey, Believin'. Yeah, so it's flipping cold here. So I did pick out seeds. I know I picked out too many. These are the ones that I've already started out the other day. There's peas and broccoli and lettuce. So when I open the package, I always just stick them inside. So I know that these have already been planted. I had another one of these. Where is it? Right here. These ones have to go in there too, just so I can keep it all even. And then I went through my bins, my bucket, my things. And I chose some of the same ones that I grew last year. And what I do is I germinate them on a coffee filter first in a baggie. And I still have all the baggies from last year. So I reuse the baggies because they've already been labeled with what I put in them. And if there's something different, then I'll just cross it out. But I'm going to try some new stuff like parsley and basil because those can go where tomatoes are. So I'm going to kind of intercrop things this year. But my plan is to put a couple, like one or two of each thing in the greenhouse and one or two outside of the same so that I can see which does better. I'm going to try some new dwarf gray sugar pea pods. I'm going to try some peppers that I never tried before. I'm going to also try carrots. Nobody really eats carrots, but I'm going to try them anyway. And then in the middle to separate what I've already started outside, I have this box here of these baggies so that I can, once I open them, I can just stick them in there. And I'm going to put a marker in here and some tags, which I have a caddy. It's a red caddy with compartments on it and a handle. So I might just use that. I don't know. I got to go through that. That's on the porch. I went outside and it was so warm in the greenhouse. So warm. And it's all moisture condensing in there. The plastic. So you can tell it's working. It's so warm. So I have plants in there, like I said, that I started in these baggies that are cold weather. And I put them in the greenhouse yesterday. Full Monty, hi. Kicking it Homestead, hello. I have more than 50 food buckets and some other stuff to our storage unit today. My hands smell like celery. The seeds smell extremely, extremely like celery. All right, crazy. Woohoo. All clear. Hey, Care. So the only thing left to do in the greenhouse is we're going to get some more Douglas fir, the ones we made the raised beds out of, and we're going to use them to put on the ground and make the compartments to where the soil goes in. And then we're going to put dividers so I can separate what's growing. Hey, Sharon. And we're putting a 3-foot wide box in the middle with a cattle panel going down for the tomatoes. And then I may add the other end. I might do a couple tomatoes on one end and cucumbers on the other end, but far away from each other on another cattle panel. So it's going to be 1 3-foot box in the middle and then a space to walk and then another box going down the edge of the greenhouse on each side. Kind of like how Deep South has Deep South Homestead has done. And hey, Giggles. I'm also gonna I have a shelf in there, a wire shelf that I had in my garage with all my gardening supplies. So that's up against the end wall near the door. But he's also gonna build me, or we're gonna take this desk and he's gonna cut it down half and put one half on one end of the greenhouse and one half on the other end on next to the doors, so that I have a little work area to work on and put the fans on in the summer. Because you need rotating fans, circulating fans. And we have the cloth shade, the black cloth shade, because you don't want the sun totally beaten down. It'll fry everything. So we got the cloth shade, and we just got to put that up. But we'll put that up when it gets too hot to where we need it. But yeah, it's coming along. It's coming. Whether I can actually get anything to grow, we'll see. We'll see. A lot of things that I'm doing now, I have my notebook out and my planter binder, is I'm taking each vegetable that I want. Hey, Diana, that I want to grow. And I'm researching what kind of amendments you need. What is it like more? Does it like phosphorus? Does it like nitrogen? What does it need? And I'm making notes, and I am putting them in pocket sleeve protectors. Those sleeve protectors in my binder. These sheet protectors, actually, and I have them labeled in my folder in my binder for each vegetable or each plant. So I go right to that tab and I look through my notes. What can it grow next to? What is it not supposed to be grown next to? Because things cannot be grown next to each other. They won't work. So I've been doing all that research on just the things I want to grow. And I'm making notes and I'm putting them in that binder. And I getting all this stuff from M.I. Gardner, The Rusted Garden, Haas. Haas is awesome. I follow Haas channel because Deep South Homestead gets their stuff from there. Hey, Steading. Good. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. It's afternoon. So yeah, right now it's all about plants. I got the shelf up. I got to just get the grow lights up, and I'm kind of waiting a few more weeks because it's not ready to go outside yet. I know the greenhouse will probably be okay now once they're ready to come out of here, but I'm still not taking that chance right yet. I'm taking my time this year. Last year, I put everything out way too early, and I'm doing it slowly, little by little, because I'm not rushing. And we decided I'm going to have him make me one more grow box, one more 4x8, because I want one 4x8 just of potatoes, one of strawberries, and one more will fit there without making it look bad. And then we'll be done with the grow boxes. Oh yeah, you're going to get the girls. I know. I only have a few minutes. I got to go get the kids for 2:30, and I got to bring her to her appointment out in another town. But then I don't have to do that all week. I have to say I'm grateful for this little gig because it's helped us put a money away, or I don't have to touch the bill money, and that money can stay in there in the bank. I checked Amazon, guys. Remember I told you about the Elect Homes vacuum sealer, and they had some the other day, so I ordered another one and it went down $2. So I ordered another one. But I also am getting the impulse sealer. As soon as his truck's paid off, I'm buying an impulse sealer, a 16-inch. Sutton's Days had a 8-inch, but that can only do quart size bags. So I have a lot of gallon size too. Mylars. So I'm getting the impulse sealer, and I am going to use that for my Mylars because she went flying through the whole process with that. You can't use it on vinyl, so I don't know if I could use it on the vacuum seal bags. Probably not. We'll see. Oh, you got greenhouse kits kicking it? Where did you get the kits from? Thank you, Crazy, for putting all the links. I'm not with it. I'm so not with it. Your mail run yet? I got my mail truck, not yet. No. I know. Heroic Prepper said he sent something out and it got sent back to him too. And then he said I guess he told Chris that he got sent back out, but we haven't gotten anything. If we get anything, I do an unboxing and a video. So if you don't see a video from me, we didn't get anything. We just got a 8-quart pressure cook on clearance for $69.98. Oh. Yeah, baby. I want to get a Cuisinart food processor. I'm saving up my points from my bank for it. I'm going to be eating higher on the hog food. I'm going to try herbs this year. I've never done herbs. The only things I've ever really done are cucumbers and tomatoes. That's it. My garlic failed the first year, but that's growing nicely now out in the ground. So I know now. Oh, and I'm doing some corn. I'm doing corn. Where is my corn? Ginger Ninja had sent me some corn seeds. Silver Queen. I'm doing those. Yes, I am. It's going to go in front. But it may shade out the garlic. Oh, crap. That's not good. Oh, well. The garlic, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I've never done herbs, so I'm going to try some. I have 5 freaking spice buckets downstairs. I really don't need herbs, but I'm going to try them because I can cook with them fresh. So I'm going to try it. It is 24 degrees here. Windy is all get out. I was doing a video showing my seed buckets here, my seed containers. And, hey, Heroic. And you could just hear the wind howling because I did it at the table. All you can hear is the wind howling. Gardner Josh! Equine Prepper, hello. Do medicinal herbs. I wouldn't know which ones are. I know I am learning. So I'm going to do little bits at a time because this is a lot of seeds for me to be trying to plant outside and in the greenhouse. But like I said, I'm going to do one of each in the greenhouse and one outside. That's it. Of each type. Because I want some little orange tomatoes, but I want some beefsteaks too. And I want some middle-sized, like Romas, so I can cook without a lot of seeds. I cannot believe I gained a pound. I can't wait to start getting outside more. And she took blood from me. And I wouldn't stop bleeding. For some reason, I never have that problem, but I didn't stop bleeding. 83 in Texas. It's really windy over here. But the greenhouse is so toasty warm. I cannot wait to get in there. I actually, before everything was even done yesterday, I went downstairs. I got a folding table. I brought that sucker in there. Brought a tablecloth in there. I went right over to the table where I had started all those plants, the cool weather plants, and I brought them right inside the greenhouse before we even finished for the day. And now the greenhouse is all condensed, moisture condensed over, so you know it's working. Yeah. We could literally put some chairs in there and just go sit in there and chit chat. Me and, when Chris gets home, or go right in there and hang out. I just don't want us smoking in there because if an ash fell off and burnt my plastic, I'd be a freaking Nazi bitch. Excuse my language, but I would be. Ugh. I don't eat. Nobody here eats sweet potatoes, Equine. No. There's a lot we don't eat. I don't eat broccoli, but I did plant some for Chris. We don't eat squashes, turnips, beets. We don't eat cauliflower, asparagus, none of that. So it's pretty easy for us. Literally, it's some watermelons, I'm trying basil, parsley, but radishes, I like radishes. No one else does. I'm going to try some lettuce. I'm trying some onions. I'm the only one that likes peas, so I'm trying to think of I did peas. I'm trying, but pickle bush pepper, pickles, pickle bush cucumbers, and some garden sweet, some yellow peppers, some green peppers, and a red pepper. I'm going to do maybe one plant of each. And I got different tomatoes. I got a red and a orange cherry tomato. And then Best Boy tomato, the larger ones. Red Siberian. And celebrities. Brandywine and beefsteak. I may do one plant for each. I'm not sure I may do them. I may not do them all. Cantaloupes, which I didn't get any to grow last year, but I started them too late. I'm going to try one little bit of carrots, a little bit of celery, and that's it. That's it. It's not going to be a whole lot. Oh, my Tasty Jades. And my corn, which I'm not positive I'm going to do. I want to do the corn, but. And potatoes. I have potatoes that I started. They're downstairs in the basement. Those are sprouted like bananas. I had them in a paper bag rolled up down in the basement since last year, and they are sprouted. So those are going out in the one. I got red and white. Oh boy, for the chicken, he ate your plants. Supposed to be a fantastic grow season. It wasn't last year. Everybody up here had trouble. Everybody. The cucumbers died out early. They got so much water and rain. That's why I'm doing whatever I do outside, I'm going to grow a plant of it inside so that I can see between the weather. If the weather's crappy and rainy like it was last time, the inside ones will be protected and I can grow something. My sugar snap peas are putting out big time. I got to get them. I haven't get it. Just the ones in the greenhouse. I got one tray of each. That's it. But I got to get those beds put inside the greenhouse. That's our next step. He's got to get the wood for that, and we got to get the soil in there. And we have grow fabric down on the floor. Gardener Josh, if you're listening, we have gardener fabric on the floor. Black. It rips very easily. So my question, this is what I don't know. When we put our boards down with the soil, it's only going to be a 10-inch board, 10-inch high board. And we make our raised bed on the ground. Do we cut that fabric out where the soil is going to go, or do we just put it right on there? When he built the greenhouse, we had the guy with the tractor come over and dig out the whole thing to soil. Then we put that stuff down to kill any weeds that would come back. So do we cut open where we're going to put those grow boxes, or do we just put the grow boxes on top of that fabric? Because it rips very, very easily. It already ripped when he put the a pole in there. So what I'm thinking that to cut it the length of the grow box, cut that out and put the soil on top of the other, the ground soil, it would be better. So we aren't sure if we should, just put the boxes, cut the insides of that fabric out, and then leave the fabric there to walk in between the rows. Tell me what you think. No need to remove. But what about, wouldn't it be better for root development? No? All right, that's even better because I want to order the kind where you can just, it's a thicker and you can sweep it. You can sweep dirt and sweep it right out of the greenhouse. This one you can't. It's fabricy, so it stays there. But I want to get the kind you could take a leaf blower and blow the leaves or anything that fell, or just take a broom and sweep it right out and make it easier. And it's like 3 feet by 300 feet at Growers Solution. 3 feet by 300, 6 by 300 or 4 by 600. So if we, and I know Deep South Homestead ordered the 3 feet one, and he just overlapped it so that it fit the width of the greenhouse going across. And then now when he wants to sweep it out, he can just sweep it all out. It's much easier. It's always wet here. I think Chris is getting the last bucket full of rocks so he could fill in where he put the sump pump, and he can put the floating floor back on top and finish that project. All right. I'll leave it because then it'll be less work for us to do. But I want to make the floor so it's easy to clean. I can just sweep up, and I'm doing it right the first time so we don't have to pull things out later and do it. We've gone this far with doing everything so that it will last years. And I'll feel more secure once that cloth, that shade is on there. It's black and it's 40% shade, because we get like 99% sun back there. When we had our solar people come out and they did an audit on our yard, it was almost 100% sunlight hitting down all day. So there's no shade. So I don't want to overburn the plants in the greenhouse. So we got the shade, and my aunt had it too, but she wished she had gotten it earlier because she ruined a whole crop the first year. So she ordered that shade. So I got that too. You should grow coffee for Chris. I have a lot of coffee stocked away. A lot. Mostly Folgers, but then I have like 5 bricks of Death Wish. How's everybody doing? I've already been on here 27 minutes. My goodness. I made pork chops. No, I did not. Country style ribs yesterday in the crock pot. But I finished outside so late, I didn't even want any. And Chris had some, but we're going to have those for leftovers. And I'm going to make some scallop potatoes. And that's it. We still have like corn left over from last night. So, and we watched the Jackass Forever movie. And stupid me told Sierra to come out and watch it with us. That thing was filled with nudity. Bad, bad, bad. All men pulling out their you-know-whats, having a bees. One of them was having the bees. They poured honey or something on it, and all the bees made a hive of bees on his you-know-what. I regretted having Sierra come out. And then they did a tarantula or some kind of spider. And then they had him put their what through a hole, and I could not believe it. I had never seen the Jackass like that before. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It was on Hulu. I regretted instantly letting Sierra come out and watching it, because usually they're just doing stunts, like going down a slide into the water or things like that. That's the last time I seen it, like 20 years ago. Oh my God. Do not let your children watch that. Thank God Todd went to sleep and stayed in his room. But Sierra, they stuck a bunch of them in a room and shut the lights out and had a poisonous snake in there. And they had not ultra light so they could see each other. But the people that were in there by them, thought they were in there alone with a deadly snake. But there was a snake tamer there, and they kept hitting them with like tasers, thinking they were getting bit. And oh my God, I thought it was that kind of stuff, but nope, there was a lot of penises on there. A lot. I was so not happy. Hey, Free Hanley. The new one is Rubberneck. It was the Jackass Forever. You can see how old they're getting. They have a whole new group of young recruits that they're torturing. They're torturing these guys with these stunts because they can't do some of these anymore. They look old. What? Knoxville's got gray hair now. She had no questions, Han Solo. She was laughing so hysterically right alongside with Chris. That's so Chris's stuff. I watched it, but it's not my favorite thing to watch. Who would want to get balls slammed at their freaking penises? And it was by a one of these women that has the fastest pitch in the history of for women, and she was slamming them. It was insane. It was insane. I said to Sierra, do not talk about this at school. Do not tell people that I let you watch it. They will be at my door. Because I called her out. I'm the one that said, hey, Sierra, you want to come watch it? It was too, like you know, one of those things at the playground where there's like a whole bunch that can sit on it and it spins around and around and around and around. That's the stuff that I'm used to seeing. That was on there too. I never knew there was nudity like that, and for the men anyway. Why would they want to do that to themselves? Yes, Be Charming. I know. Growers Solution. That's where I got all my stuff is through Growers Solution. So I got it's $95 for what I need for that polypropylene woven ground cover. I had emailed Danny and Wanda at Deep South, and they told me as well. They had emailed me back and told me what they used. So I saved that email. I got a lot of answers on how to do things from them. They helped me out a lot. And actually, if you go to Grower Solution, and on Facebook, the Grower Solution ad has their high tunnels. And then when I went to Grower Solution site, they have Deep South and they have Roots and Refuge shouting out their channels and pictures of them all. And there's another one too. There's another homestead channel. There's 3 of them, but it's Deep South and Roots and Refuge. And they have a whole page of it for them showing their high tunnels. And I know when I was in Facebook, I saw the picture and it didn't mention Deep South. It was an ad for Grower Solution. And I saw the 2 high tunnels and it was Danny's and the Queen Dome, Wanda's, and the tree in front. And I knew that picture. I knew it. And I'm like, that's Danny and Wanda from Deep South. And then someone else, that looks like Deep South Homestead. I said, yeah. So then when I went to Grower Solution site, it had a whole spread on all of them. Yeah. I know Jackass. I know I've watched it 20 years ago. And it was funny because they showed clips from 20 years ago and now and put them side by side what they look like. And oh my God, they were so young. Oh my God. That's why they got a whole new younger crew in there to beat on. Yeah, living traditions. Yep. Yep. Hey, Louis. Chris wants the Jackass movies too. Like he was, you remember Bad Grandpa or whatever when he dressed up as the old man? And so they had him dressed up like that, and he goes into this furniture store and he lays down on this big puffy thing, and the big guy that's in his group falls off of a scaffolding at the end of it for accident. But there's all kinds of customers in there, and so when he falls and lands on the other end, Knoxville goes flying through the ceiling. That's the stuff I don't mind her watching. So that's what there was mixtures of stuff in there. Hey, Ark Wildman. I got my packet of white gravy mix out. I just have to go downstairs and get some pork out. Some pork to tenderize and thaw out. Yep, I'm going to do it. That looks so scrumptious. Does she want it removed? Hey, Chicken Noodle. Giggles, you want your email removed out of there? They're saying to remove it. Wow, it's already 2:14 here. Oh my God, Olive Garden. I'm jelly. I'm jelly. But I gotta get the truck paid off first before we do any more major spending. The only reason I bought the wood and stuff for the greenhouse is because I gotta get that done in order to get the planting started for the year. I can't wait until June when, so I have to get that stuff going. Her email is removed, someone said. Anne suggested it. I want to get eventually a little bench for outside on the end of the greenhouse, and we're going to put pavers on the bottom in front of both doors and maybe around the edges of the greenhouse, because right now it's just sunken dirt from where he dug out. And I'm going to put some flat pavers so that it's nice and flat, and I can put a tower pot from on one side with some strawberries in it or herbs, and just build on it as I go. But that's going to be next year after we've just kind of planted in it once this year and see what we can do. I want to make it all cute and little signs, gardening signs hung up or whatever. But eventually it'll get there. Right now I just wanted it functional to get the plants in there. We'll see, because I used last year's soil and I amended it, and then there was one night it was out when it was like below 0, so I don't know if anything's actually going to grow, but I didn't do too many, so it was just me farting around outside the other day when it was nice. The major I got to start them inside here on the I still have a lot more research on each each veggie and fruit that I want to do on each one, so that I know when it's right to harvest them. Like the garlic, my garlic we put in November, but there was some there from the summer before, and it's not very tall yet. But the stuff that came through this winter is nice. So I got to figure out when that's to be harvested. I remember seeing when there's a little, it bends, it curls, but everybody else's garlic I see is really tall. She's going to go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the fall. That's a long ways from Arizona. Oh, yeah. But you have a lot more ways to contact each other now than we did when we were younger. You have video chats. You can video chats anytime you want. You know what I mean? Zoom calls. We didn't have all that when we were younger. So now you could set a schedule every certain day at this time or night, check in. So that if if they don't check in, then you can kind of, you know. But it's important they stick to that time, so that if they ever didn't, you'd know there was a problem. Hey, Hope Maddox. Well, welcome. I am just a mess in a dress, which I don't wear dresses, but I'm just a mess. I'm just a mess. I would be bugging her too. I I was so bad that cell phones had just come out when my boy started driving, and I yelled and screamed. I said, "Don't ever answer that phone when you're driving." But then I'd be calling and they wouldn't answer, and I'd get pissed off. And when they finally did call me, well, you told me not to answer the phone when I'm driving. So I made it nearly impossible for these boys when they were. It's going to be worse for the twins, trust me. I was a nag when they started driving. My phone's going to go off for my alarm for the kids. The other day I slept straight. There it goes. The other day I slept straight up to it. And I got up and my hair was whoop, matted on one side, up on the other. I had to hurry up and go throw it up and I was in my jammies and because I was so tired. I showed up just in time to go get him. Anywho, guys, I guess I have to go. But it was nice checking in with y'all. I was so busy this morning at doctor's appointments, and Chris brought the kids to school for me because I needed to get in the shower, but I couldn't do anything until they were done with getting ready. I couldn't hold them up, So I had to wait. And I got both my appointments done, so that's good. I hate going out. I hate going out. I hate going out. Well, thank you, Chicken Noodle. Chris pretty much did it on the fly by himself. I helped here and there, but nothing to talk about really. It was just holding plastic and he did it all himself. And basically we went and seen my aunt's, and hers was an 8x10. So we just kind of looked at it and looked at pictures. I took pictures and then he just went out and did it. I bought a lot of that stuff last year and it sat because the weather didn't cooperate. And the first frame we had to take apart because we used wood that was not pressure treated. So it rotted. So my dad's like, oh yeah, you can treat it and you can bleach it. And I didn't want to go through all that. So I made him take it all apart and we started with pressure treated. Oh God. He was ready to, he told me no more projects. We did it with minimal choking each other. Okay? Minimal choke outs. All right. I have to go, guys. I should know better than to start these live streams when I got to pick up the kids because I don't want to go. I just want to keep running my mouth. Oh, but I appreciate all of you coming. Crazy. You did a live. No, that was trusts. You're going to do a live or giggles? A whopping 27 degrees. Oh, poop. Is that poop emoji? Poop emoji. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Poop emoji. Oh, you're making soap. Okay. Rub it in, Chicken Noodle. Anywho, I'll see you guys later. I gotta go pick up I actually gotta go because I gotta bring that girl to her appointment. That's the last thing I need. All right, guys. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you soon.